When you're at your home page in Google Docs, you're going to see a left sidebar. Now this is where most of your work is going to originate and start. There's two parts to it. You have the Create Document tab up here, Create New and Upload, and then below you have Collections. Let's start with the Create Document. There's several types of documents you can create. This is a typical word processing sheet. To change the name of the document, just put the name. Google Docs saves itself every couple seconds, so you don't have to worry about saving it. And you'll notice I can just click the tab here that opened up new, and in the middle part there you'll see Doc 1, what I just created. So it goes into your list or inventory. So that's how to create a document. It's the same for every other product. So if you want to create a presentation, you do the same exact thing. Give it a title. Always give it a title when you first begin. That's when it starts to autosave. Without that first title, it doesn't autosave quite as frequently. Again, see, I haven't autosaved yet, so I go over here. I can hit Save Now in the upper right-hand corner. Now it's saved. You can see other buttons here that we'll get to later. But again, just for purposes, click out of that tab and you'll see a presentation was created in the middle. So let's create a spreadsheet. Again, it's the same process for every document or every kind of document that you create. You'll see a private to me only. We'll get to that later. Forms are useful to gather information quickly and easily. You can see that it's quite easy to create. I put the title of the form, Doc 4. I can stipulate who sees it outside of RIST, and you'll see the Doc 4 is created as a spreadsheet. Then for drawings, again, same process. Drawings are quite useful, and we'll get to those as far as graphical organizers and so forth. And then collection. Now, collection is not a document. It collects the documents. It's like a folder. They call it collections in Google. So you'll see that up in the upper part here, you have ways of viewing. Okay, and below that, you also have some ways of viewing. You create collections and people share collections with you. That's important to keep in mind. So you can see my collections, those are the things I own, and then collections shared with me. Now for RIST purposes, especially for the faculty here, you'll notice that you have your classes already. Now these classes all have your students in them, or they should. So they've been customized. Now, to be able to, I guess, see this easily, you can color code, and that's what I'm doing right here, is color coding my classes so that I can easily recognize which class is showing at what time in my document list. Alright, so I can collapse these collections to make it easier to read. Once I've sorted through the collection shared with me, I usually just go ahead and consolidate them into collections under my collections. It doesn't change anything. It's just easier to see that way. So we're going to create a new collection here. We're going to call it Students' Work. Now, what's nice about this is I can take these collections and I can organize them underneath my collection of student work. So I don't have to see all this stuff that could be confusing on a day-to-day basis. That could slow my work down. So I just go to Organize and I click, I can see where that that collection is located, and I just click the collection I want it to show up in. It doesn't change any other settings. It just shows in that other collection, and you'll see that in a moment. So I just, again, click Student Work, and in a moment you'll see all these all these collections that were shared with me, they will show up in my collection under student work. It makes it very easy to go under and find student work at certain times. So once you're done, you want to check your work. So we go up to student work. You can see the colors there all remain the same. I click student work, and you'll see the colors correspond with those colors that I set previously. Now I have my example doc 6 here, and these are all under my collections now. Even though the student work is shared with me, I've put it under one collection for me to reference when I need to. So managing these documents that you create and these collections. It's quite easy. It can be a little intimidating at first because all these different buttons you can press, obviously. So simple, select the documents that you want to, and what I find the easiest, there's a couple other ways of doing this, but just drag and drop into the collection that you would like that to show up. Now you'll see that next to each document, that collection's name shows up as well. You color code this, and it makes it easy to tell, okay, which document is in which collection. You can see orange goes into Doc 6 here. You can share a whole collection. It's like sharing a whole folder with someone. You can see that there's access right now. It's private, only I can see it. Now, I can bring up this my contacts, and it's very easy as long as I have my contacts made. I can choose a group of students, a group of faculty or staff, or I can just type in the addresses that I want to share this with, or the people that I want to share this with. So the Gmail address becomes very important at this stage. You can see that these two people can edit. Okay, I click share and save. And now these two people, if they looked in their documents, they would see this document as well, or this collection shared with them. Again, you can decide what they can do. Sometimes they can edit. That means they can do anything on the document. Can view. That they can't do anything on the document, just see it. Then if you want the whole world to see it, you can hit public on web. Or if just people in Redeemer International School, you just click on that selection. You can have people edit it from that particular group, or you can keep it private so only you and the people you select can see it. Or edit it, of course. So I go to share settings again. I shared it with these two people. I don't want to share it with these two people anymore, so I just click exit, or the X button, hit save, and the X button again, and hit save. So you can see creating documents and so forth and sharing them is not too difficult from this home page. Now, what about the work that you've done in the past that you'd like to keep, but you want to put in Docs format? And here's a great thing about Google Docs homepage. You upload the document that you choose. It could be a PDF, could be a Word, could be a PowerPoint, and you can convert that by going to the upper box there, the two boxes, and clicking, or you can keep it original content, original format. Here I'm just going to cancel that. You can easily cancel. I was going to upload a PDF, but I don't need it. So folder. If you're familiar with Atlas, one of the problems with Atlas was you can only upload one document at one time. Here you can upload as many documents as you want by simply clicking a folder and deciding to upload this folder. So I want to show you how to upload a folder. You click the folder that you want to upload. It uploads as a collection, so it's going to change its name to collection, but keep the main name of it. So Unit 5, Renaissance Ideas and People. So here's a whole unit of mine that I'm uploading right now, and it'll take some minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes, but once it's done, you're going to see the progress bar here, and as it's finishing. Also in the items list, you can see that these documents have shown up. And now, if I convert these, I can convert them upon the upload, or I can convert them once they're in the document list. Now, I can also, as I upload, decide who I want to share this whole collections with. So if I have a bunch of documents I want to share with someone, I can just say share with that person as I upload. So here we have on the left sidebar, like we started with, we have a collection. And this collection we uploaded from our folder. You can see that we can share this collection again. If we didn't do it on the upload, you can share the collection once it's uploaded here. And it appears in your left sidebar. You'll also see that in the middle here, we have a view. And when I click the collections on the left sidebar, it changes the view to the documents that are in that collection. You can see that that Word documents have a little W on it, so those that have yet to be converted, you can't really collaborate on those until you convert them into Google Docs. They just remain a Word document. So let's say we didn't want to upload all these documents. You can just go through and click them. And by clicking them, it selects various other things you can do with them. And again, there's the Word document. You want to make sure that it shows a Google Doc if you want it to collaborate with students. All right, so we've selected them all. We want to move them to trash. Okay, by moving them to trash, it deletes them, but if you want to go into your trash collection, you can always restore them as well. So I shared this with someone. It's going to confirm that I want to trash for everyone or just myself. All right, you can see I deleted all these files. Let's say I didn't want to delete them. I hit undo up there at the top, and they all restore to their original form. And that is the control of the left sidebar.